Hello. Let's load this up. There we go. And then, okay, let's continue. So, plan for today is to sort of finalize where I'm going to be building like my permanent base. Like, so the first, let it load in, right there. That is the first location. I was really set on that, but there's a few places I want to look before I finalize anything, before I say, yeah, that's where I'm going to build. Let me just explain the reasons for that, I guess. First, I like it's like basically flat on top. It's like very good view from out front. It's like perfectly sort of like a perfect space to like put something there. Some terraforming, especially like right there, would need to be done still. But for the most, is that the one that I own? Sorry, I just got this right. For the most part, it's like pretty good. Plus, for like farms and stuff, I like having this sort of open space here that I can use. And the fact that there's an ocean here is also nice. For like a few reasons. One is like I like having like, because this will be like where like some of the farms go, and then the ocean, some of the other ones, like the ones that require like spawning and stuff. But last stream, let me get a boat. Last stream, we sort of explored it a bit. And I found a village, which I believe is the first one that we found in this world. So I just want to, because there's like some pretty good, that's a hole. There's some pretty good places that I could build over there. So before I decide on here, I just want to make sure that, you know, it's a good spot. And then, I guess depending on how long that takes, I plan on doing some other stuff as well. Mainly about the base, like what I want to build the base in. Like the block palette, I guess, is what you could call it. But just how I'm going, like what I'm building in. At least colors, like the blocks themselves. I might not know for sure which ones I'm going to use, but definitely colors or potential colors, like for concrete and I guess terracotta. I don't really use terracotta that much, but I could. Um, so yeah, the village is over here. I believe it's up on these mountains, I believe. Not necessarily this one, but I think it's along this path here. If it does connect all the way, I feel like that's really good signs to go over to that one over there. Hopefully it connects all the way to the side at the village. I believe we checked at the end of last one too. But we could also just go down along the mountain because I believe it's just right up there. That donkey up there is was very ominous. It churned, so it's less ominous, but it was like looking right at us. I believe it is this way. Oh, nice classic Minecraft song. Okay, it doesn't seem to connect, I don't think. So let's... But I believe it's just right on this mountain up here. Unless I have the wrong... Was it over there? Because I'm pretty sure it was a meadow. This is, Did I forget where it's... Did I forget where it's at? That wouldn't surprise me. I'm not... Okay, let's... I always forget doing this. Let's turn up the music a bit. I don't know how much that did, but... Actually... I thought it was like right up here. No, it was definitely right up here. I remember that. This doesn't connect all the way. This is sort of like a sectioned off area, but I could bring villagers over easily, I would say. Pretty easily. Huh. Yep, right here, village. So in order to get them over, I would need to go to that side, I believe. Actually, before we figure out the logistics of bringing them over, let's just check if this would be a good place to build or not. Because now that I got a closer look of what's down there, I don't know if I really like it. But let's see. Let's see if like up here is at least good. Because we could still do stuff down there. It's just not... Oh. That's... cool. Okay, let me look something up before I go over there. Oh, okay. Because I'm not too familiar with like the 1.19 mechanics. But I'm pretty sure the LA is a part of... It can be found there. So I have some items that I'll give. I just need them to follow me. And then I can sort of just capture them back at my base. But for the most part, I probably won't touch them yet until I know what I want to do with them. But that's even if they spawned. So it looks like they might not have. Just take a... Yep, they didn't seem to have spawned. Because they're in those cages that surround, I believe iron golems spawn it. Used to spawn in those. Ponder. Oh, F5. Okay, I don't know what that does, but that's cool. I don't know that. Oh, that horns were a thing. Hmm. Okay, cool. Let's get this music back on. Ooh. Classic Minecraft song. It's building up right now. It's gonna get better in a second. Give me a second. Sorry about that, but I am back. Yeah, I don't really like this. Although there will be a farm over here for sure. That's like a raid farm. That would be nice. But that's way off. So for now, probably not gonna think about that. So how to get them over the villagers? I would just need to get them up onto like this ridge here, and then I can just take them down. So you get them up here, and then just sort of boat them down. Maybe this way. This is probably the path that I would choose. Across here. I would need to either go up or all the way around. Maybe around, and I just need to get to that lake there, that river. Once I do that, I can just boat them over. It all connects from here. So yeah. I guess I will be building over there. So go think of plans for it, because I don't know if it's going to be like a big structure. It'll be mainly underground. The main feature will be a storage room, most likely. There'll probably be different levels to that. And probably a section for like bulk storage. Because like dirt, cobblestone, shit like that. That typically overflows a lot. Oh, I think this is is this the right way? I don't think this is the right way. I think I went the wrong way. I'm lost. Let's just follow this. I think this is the right way, but I wasn't paying attention, so I've lost my sense of direction. Okay, I know where we're at. We're on the opposite side. Because this is... I know that there's a bamboo forest behind the mountain that I was going to build into. So let me fix my monitor. There's a bit of glare from the window behind me. That was... Oh, there's a cave down there. Oh. Oh, no, the creeper blew up the skeleton. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your sacrifice, creeper. Yep, this is the opposite thing. So my initial plan was to sort of flatten this out a bit, because there's like this weird hill here, but to, like, flatten it out. And then build like like some sort of like castle type thing. I can imagine just like castle walls going up along here. This top part would be mainly for decoration. I'm bad at like interior building in Minecraft. Unless it's like functional. So what'll basically happen is I'll just like take heavy inspiration from like someone else's build. I'll I'm not gonna like claim it's mine, but I like having something good to look at. I like having my own thing, but for the most part, I'm not the best at building. So I'm just being real. It'll probably just be like really heavily inspired, borderline copying, but I'm gonna try to add my own stuff to it. My own little flair, if you will. But yeah, then up there it'll be mainly decoration, but it'll also store like my bed and stuff. There'll be maybe some other stuff as well, like like a place to like put the stuff that goes into the storage system that I talked about earlier. Maybe that'll be up there. There'll probably be 2 imports, one up there, and then one actually like at the entrance to the storage area. And then to go down, there'll probably be a set of water elevators. Yeah, there'll probably be a set of water elevators to make me go up and down. Probably just 2 static ones, not one that like switches. There'll be like two places to go in and out of it. Let me pull something up. The old classic. Let me switch the camera view. To be display capture. So the plan is there'll be like a storage system down here. This will be underground. There'll be like there'll be floors and stuff, so there'll be like stuff down here as well. And then to go in and out of this, there'll be like a water elevator here that takes you up to go out. There'll also be another one somewhere else that'll take me down. And then up here, this is like the ground. There'll be like some sort of like castle or some shit. And then this is me. I'm bad at drawing with a mouse. And then there's also something else that I want to do. There'll probably be like, because this will be like really deep underground, like below the ocean. This is like the ocean. It'll be underneath all of that. Oh, what? I drew this a bit wrong. How do I change the size? I don't know how to change the size. But This is on the mountain. Oh, what did I have before? Oh, here's the size. This is the mountain. So there'll be like something on the side here that I can like fly into. It's like with Elytra. This is Elytra. I'm bad at drawing, and this is me again. I'm bad at drawing. But this is me. There'll be something here that connects to all of this. I'll have like openings and stuff. It'll probably be like stylized. It does like an air hanger, like an airplane hanger or whatever. This is like my plan. This is what I typically do. I think the main difference in this base from what I typically do is there'll probably be another section for like different farms that I just want to have running in my base that I feel like would be better just to put in my base instead of like in some flat area or over the ocean. Like this is the ocean, and then over here is that like plains biome. So let me let's change the size to be bigger. And then this will be like where my farms and stuff go here, but some of them are like enclosed and would work better over here than over here. Like this would be like iron farm or some shit. Like automated farms. These would be automated, but they'd be mainly like, it would mainly just be like pipes going around to like connect the storage stuff. So it'd be better to have it here. I mean, I could pipe stuff going through. I probably will, but that'll be for like, that'll probably just go into like a bulk section. And then I think that's pretty much it. I think that's my plan. Figuring out this castle up here and like what I want to do with that, with the space that I have. And then finding like the proper configuration for the storage system. Once I do that, it's just building it. And then the fun part for me, which is building the farms, would come after that. So yeah, that's the plan. Let me switch back over to game capture. It's gonna take a second. There we go. So before we do any of that, we need like we need the blocks that we're going to be using. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of this stream, is figure out what I want to build it in, what the blocks should be. Let me change the music real quick. Cat. Classic. Okay. So I feel like that sort of open area would be much better to have as like in the basement. And then we just put the elevator, like the water elevator, in that basement rather than have like a whole different section. I feel like that would be better. Maybe like a secret door that opens up in like some sort of cellar. Like barrels move out of the wall and it opens a door to the open space that has the elevators that go down. Something like that. Okay, let's see. So since it is in a jungle, having jungle logs could be good, and then along with that, actually, I don't know how I feel about jungle planks. Let's just look at it, see if it'll look good. Because if it doesn't, then we'll do something else. We'll do like the basic oak logs. stone brick, something like that. Okay, so let's just see how it looks. The only thing that might bother, because it looks fine, I'll probably do like stone bricks, but it'll be like mossy stone bricks, because that's like the typical Minecraft, or the typical jungle vibe. Some areas might be better for like what colors would look good with these sort of tones? Huh. You know, I don't know. Let me look up like a jungle base. Let me just look these up just to get like an idea of like what blocks could be used. I'm seeing stone bricks. I'm seeing some spruce like trapdoors. Iron trapdoors as well would look good. Red stone brick. Or I guess it's like orange. So maybe like what are the different concrete tones? There isn't really like a so let me share my screen again. Okay, I'm just making sure that none of my information gets shown because so we're here. So this is what I'm basing some of that on. Like something like this would look pretty cool too, but it's mainly just stone bricks and stuff. There is some, actually, is that? That's weird. Okay, you can't actually see me play the game. So, what does it look like? Okay, so it isn't that block that we saw. That was probably, it's probably spruce. If we go back to here. If we look at this up here, that's probably spruce and like trapdoors. I think that might be acacia. Acacia actually might look really good with jungle. Barrels would also look pretty good. This is a pretty nice sort of feel to it. Thinking something sort of like this, not as big or as cool looking because I'm going to be building it, but definitely something sort of like grand, like a grand structure. Like a castle. I'm thinking like a castle. Let's look up. I think it's the same building, just like with a cooler. I think it's just a different shader pack. Maybe like a temple, that might be. We'll think this also, like if we could just have like the center structure instead of, because we don't really have a lot of space to work with, which is the issue. Oh. I think this would be cool. All of it just like based off of like the jungle temple. Center structure again. I like the dome sort of We might do like a dome structure, but that might be in like a tower instead of... Let's go. So if we go back, what was the one that I liked? Was it this one? This one's nice, but I don't think... This one is cool, but I feel like something like this would work a bit better. But sort of like... Maybe... that's the same thing, just with a different... Something like this, with like a grand entrance maybe. Probably, actually, let's check like what is actually, like what the space we have to work with is. And then we'll go check on Acacia, since we're in the game. And I don't want to flip back and forth, but I don't think we have that much space to work with on the top. Up there. I'm going to try to maximize the space as much as possible. But... just because I want to try to start getting ender pearls. Ooh, lucky me. Although, I feel like bartering would be a lot easier. Although, I'm pretty sure it's like pretty rare to get the ender pearl drops. Actually, we have quite a bit of space. If we like flatten it out to all be on like the same level, I feel like it's just the other side. So it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be centered over that, which might suck. Well, let's like check a bit. Well, let's actually go. I don't know how to get up. I think I'd want to get up over here. I feel like right here is pretty good. Because we can just flatten it out, so I'm going to try to ignore the difference in elevation, because that's typically what I use to gauge how much space I have to build. But we can just flatten it out. Like maybe a full stream or something I do off stream. I don't really know. I don't have like the plans. I can maybe start it on stream. And then... also raise this up. So we'd actually have quite a bit of space, a lot more space than I thought we'd have. Yeah, there's quite a bit of space. It just cuts in abruptly here. It's maybe like a sort of... That could be like where the dome, there's like a circle here that has the dome on top, and then stuff coming out the sides to like create like a different space. That would be pretty cool. I'd have to get like the specific dimensions. And I can always change stuff. It would just, I prefer not to have to like do too much terraforming, because even if it looks good, me having done it always fucks with my mind, and I always think it looks shitty. But that might just be like my skill at it. Yeah, we have quite a bit of space. Let's see how far back we can go. And like what we can do with the surroundings as well. Because just having one structure up here might be a bit odd. But it's definitely promising. The spot is definitely promising. Okay, let's go test out like the acacia and how it looks with it. Specifically the logs, because I could use the boat for the wood, but I think the wood's a bit too out of place. It might pair well, like if we choose to do like red sandstone accents, we could use like acacia logs. But I don't really know how to do that. So if we just figure out like a pattern, I typically just copy like a singular pattern throughout the base with some variations. But that's like a case by case basis. It's mainly just the same shit over and over again because I can't be bothered to do more than that. Also, having this grand plan might be very demoralizing with like. So I feel like before I make the upper part, I'll make the lower part. At least the space. I'll at least open up the space. Start exploring what so the logs are a bit what does it look like in the so it wouldn't accent the jungle wood. It would accent the stone bricks because they're also gray. So it would accent like this color. Yeah, that works a lot better than the oak. And then what about like this color wood? Actually, that could work. Where do I get dark oak from? Oh, the chest on the yeah, that could work pretty well. It's just the outside is much different, so that would mainly be against the stone brick. Okay. Let's sort of just let me just get some of this for so I can like lay out a color palette to use when planning. Yeah. So for the most part, I think I have a solid plan for this. There'll be a lot of preparation that needs to be done. But for once I move my stuff out of this space and over, I don't really need it to look good, but once I move all the stuff into that space, or once I open up that space, I'll just move all my stuff over. It'll be cluttered a bit. But for the most part, I just need it to be over, and then I'll like tear down this because this was always going to be sort of like a not a permanent installation. But yeah, let's sort of just lay these blocks out somewhere. Let's just put it here. So the different wood types that would this work? I feel like this would actually. What is? This is the wood that I was using. It was either this or spruce, but I'll do that. So strip log, dark oak, strip dark oak, acacia. Ooh, that's like a. It's not as orange as I thought it would be. It's like a red. That would be pretty cool. I feel like this is my least favorite of the stripped versions. Let me get some other blocks. Moss, maybe obsidian. Probably not deep slate. Gravel, tough, andesite. Let's just lay these out. So stone brick, Aussie stone brick, cobblestone. I'm trying to make like a gradient. Gravel, something like that. And then for the different woods, let's also put down obsidian as well, because this could look pretty good, pretty cool. I'll at least need to add it somewhere for like the nether portal. Now let's add these woods. Dark oak, acacia. I think I was kind of hesitant to use the dark oak. It was just in my inventory, but I think it could be implemented pretty well. This might be better to add than this, because I don't really like the way it looks. It kind of looks like a pile of poo. Right, I feel like this is much better. It's not, because it has like green chunks in it. I don't know. And then having this to like add as like, to contrast, I mean, to like the stone bricks, compared to this, which would be used to accent. And then we have a gradient, different like things I can add into the wall to like break up, like have like a solid sort of thing. It'll be like textured. And this would be for like the floor and ceiling. And then this would just be wherever I decide to put it. Black is like a really neutral color that you can just put anywhere. Whoops. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end. It was actually very productive. It was a very productive stream. We did exactly as I wanted to do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Tomorrow is gonna be Hollow Knight. I have some plans for what I want to do. I want to upgrade my spell tomorrow. But to do that, I need to buy that key from the Dirtmouth vendor. And then I need to go to, I believe, Crystal Peak or some shit. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream.